What up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dan, Chase the Dream. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am a part-time reseller, full-time manufacturer. I have just recently started YouTube filming, documenting my journey of what started out as a hobby of reselling, turned into part-time, and I'm going to continue documenting that journey to full-time and beyond, wherever that does lead. But I have officially been reselling for 1 year. Started from just selling a couple things from my house, doing a couple flips on garage sales, to having almost 500 items in my store and moving forward. So decided to make a video today of the top 10, if you will, 10 things that I've learned in the course of the first year reselling. Hope this helps somebody out. Maybe get you ahead of that curve when you're starting up. But number one, it's about as basic as it gets, man. Before you purchase anything, look it up. Everything is different, even brands. You can look at a Sony VHS recorder and it sells for $200, and look at a different model and it sells for $40. Gotta look it up. Definitely will drastically lower the chance that you will make a bad buy. You're going to make a bad buy. Happens to everybody, but that'll limit that. Looking up, simple. I use the eBay app. I have an Amazon seller app as well, even though I do not sell on Amazon. I have an account. I look it up for certain things, even though I know typically the prices on eBay are lower than Amazon, but it gives me an idea of a rank. So I kind of know if it's something popular enough. I kind of use it a little bit of a difference. It's not an exact science, but that's what I do. Number two goes along with, before you buy anything, think about how you're going to ship it before you buy. Think about the cost. Think about physically how you're going to ship it. I know in the past I have bought some bigger items, and the item sells, and I'm like, crap, I do not have a box big enough for this. I've also bought some stuff not taking in the fact that it can cost $10, $15, $20 to ship. Out money. I've been out a couple times with shipping. So get yourself familiar with shipping costs so that you have an idea before you buy stuff. And then have some packing materials. I mean, I have, typically most things I sell are first class. I have a lot of poly mailers. I have some bubble mailers for video games, things like that. And I have some bubble wrap. I have some small boxes. I have some of the priority envelopes from the USPS that are free. Go on the website, check them out. And then I have a couple big boxes. So, because I like to pick up like stereo equipment, things like that. They seem to sell pretty well for me and for good money. So I like to have a couple of them on hand just so I know. But when I buy something, the first thing I do is I bring it home. Before I even list it, make sure I have a box that fits it. Sorry. Number three, when it comes to listing, make yourself up listing templates. Or you can sell similar on items once you have a big enough amount of items up. For me, I sell probably 80% clothing. A lot of that is men's clothing. There's women's clothing in there too, but a lot of it's men's clothing. So if I take, let's just say, for example here, this Pittsburgh Steelers jersey that I bought at a thrift store yesterday. Here. This will say, if I had to list this from scratch, this would probably take 5 to 7 minutes to, hit all the different categories and all that kind of stuff. Write out my description, all that kind of stuff. I have about 6 or 7 NFL jerseys up currently. I just find one, still similar, change some stuff, change the title, change a couple of specifics, change the measurements. There we go. Don't have to reset my return policy and my shipping preferences. It's already in there. Save a lot of time. It's helpful. Number 4, get organized. I suggest starting an inventory system. If you're only selling 5 or 10 items a month, you probably don't need an inventory system. But if you have aspirations of doing anything bigger, you want to get an inventory system started. I say start it as early as possible. I had about 150 items listed before I started. I had everything listed, I kind of had a makeshift one. I had like a bin for men's shirts and a bin for men's jeans, and there'd be like 2 bins for women's jeans because I find them easier. And, then I sell women's jeans and I got to go through 2 bins to find the 1 pair. Don't find it. I have to go back through it all. Oh, there it was. It was in the beginning. I missed it. Get an organizational system. Now, what you choose to do is going to depend on what your size is. Now, I live in a small apartment at the current moment in time. It's me and my wife, and my little boy. My little boy's stuff takes up 80% of our apartment. So, I have 1 walk-in closet that is mine. And currently, I think I have 11 plastic totes in there. I have them listed A, B, C, D. Put that, say today I'm listing A1. I put that right in the title. When it sells, go to A, find the one with 1. I package all my stuff with these great value twist tie bags. No, mostly everything fits. These little clear bags. It's a little bit of investment. I think it equals out. I think there's like 200 and it costs like $4 or something like that. I think it equals out to like 20 cents per bag. And then I put a piece of tape on the bag where I put the item number like A1, and then it'd be like Pittsburgh Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger jersey, and then the size. That way I can quickly find it, double check it, look inside. Okay, it looks right. Good. Also speeds up shipping process. If you go after a weekend and you have like 20, 30 sales, shipping can take a long time. So you want to organize it. You want to be able to find it. You want to be able to ship it quickly. Number 5, don't rush when purchasing. Just get excited. You're scanning through Walmart brand after Walmart brand after Walmart brand. Ooh, Target brand. Walmart brand. And then, bam, Brooks Brothers shirt. Okay. Don't rush. Take a step back. Take it off the rack. Inspect it. Check it for flaws. Hey, it's missing a button. Hey, there's a big stain under the armpit. All right, don't want that. And don't just buy it because of the brand. Take a look at it. Say, is it a slim fit? All right, this is sell better. This is made of linen. All right, that'll sell better. So don't rush. Also, you're at yard sales, things like that. I know I was very guilty of this in the start. Like, I'd quit going to a yard sale and look around, and I'm like, oh, no video games, no toys. I'm leaving. Some of the best gems that I have found in the last couple months are hidden. You look under a table, there's a box full of old wires and stuff, and then bam, on the bottom, there's a Super Nintendo. I made that story up because I've not found one, but you find stuff like that. I have a better example. I was at a yard sale, and I walked in, and it was a lot of like tools, hammers and saws and things like that. And that kind of stuff interests me. Look to the next table, all Christmas decorations. Nope. About to turn around and walk away. Looked under a table, there was a box. Had a couple, I think they were extension cords. And sitting on top of the extension cords were 2 die-cast Transformer figures from the 80s. Bam, picked them up. Asked the lady what she wanted. She's like, give me $1. Sold them each $40. If I would have done that, this same yard sale last year, would have walked right into it, saw that stuff, turned around and walked away. Might not even have got out of my car. I might have actually looked from my car, kept on driving. Would have missed that great profit that was there. All right, where am I on my list here? Number 6. Keep learning new things. Anybody who wants to be successful in life needs to continue learning. Nobody knows anything. Everything. Yeah. Nobody knows everything. Keep learning. There's plenty of great resources out there. There's many bloggers. You can Google search bloggers on reselling and business principles too. Don't just keep it at reselling, because it's not just the reselling aspect. You are running a business, so you need to learn that stuff too. Plenty of YouTubers. I've mentioned a couple in my videos before that I watch. I watch Rake and Profit, Casey, Rockstar Flipper, Luca, Endless Entrepreneur, 10K on the Bay. Plenty of guys that I'm watching. Always learning. I look at new people. I can't remember their name. Just found a young couple from Florida that resell YouTube videos, and really like them. Kind of quirky. I like them. Learn some stuff from them. Always keep learning. The number one way to learn, though, sitting in bed at night, sitting out on the porch, enjoying a cold one. Pull out your eBay app, type in stuff, search comps. I do that for at least an hour a day, if not more. I will pull up my eBay app, men's dress shirts, sold, sort by recent, see what's selling. You can actually filter that down. Sometimes I find that's very helpful to filter it down to the location. Like I'll go like 25 miles, see what the local area reselling game is going, who's selling what, who's finding what in my local area. Kind of gives me an idea. If I see a lot of Edward Allen shoes, I know, hey, somewhere there's a lot of these. So always keep learning. Don't think you know everything about everything, because you don't. Somebody knows something. You learn something. It's awesome. Keep moving forward. Number 7, when out yard sailing or trying to flip stuff on Let Go, whatever you may be trying to make a deal, don't be afraid to ask for a deal. This was probably the hardest thing for me to get over. I am not a big people person. I'm not a big uncomfortable conversation. Like, I love the yard sales where you walked in and it would be the price of stickers on them. I don't have to talk to nobody. I pull them up, picked up, grab it, pay for it. I like those. But I've learned you pass on things because you don't make a deal. I was not comfortable with it. I get really awkward. So I started with Let Go and Offer Up. It's much easier to do, become comfortable with negotiating when you're not face to face. So I started with there. Learn some verbiage to use. Because I would pass on stuff. I see a video game system in about 10 games or so, that I can flip myself for about 200, and they want like 120. It's not really a whole lot of, wiggle room there. I might make like $30 or something on it after fees and shipping, things like that. I started negotiating. Say, hey, you take 80. No, I want 120. Well, the best I can really do is about 90. Hey, and walk away. Don't be afraid to walk away, but don't be afraid to try to make a deal. It's big advice. Something you gotta learn. Now I'm getting better at doing it. It also helps when you're at yard selling and stuff to bundle stuff. If they have a video game that they want $5 for, and you just walk up and say, hey, we take 2 for that video game. Sometimes they'll say, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, but plenty of times they're just gonna be mad and say, no, get out of here. But if you go up and say, hey, I'm interested in this video game, this Tommy Bahama shirt, this coffee mug, and those pair of shoes, we take like 10. And a lot of times they'll be like, yes, you are taking stuff, go. And they're getting $10 for it, which they might have had stickers on it for like 20. So don't be afraid to make a deal, negotiate, and don't get mad when they say no. There's nothing worse. I've seen that personally when a reseller is trying to lowball somebody and then he gets mad because they won't take their lowball offer. But it is what it is. Let's move on here. Number 8. And take a quick sip of my Turkey Hill iced tea. For those of you who don't live in Pennsylvania, man, most addicting drink ever. But number 8, when you're developing your business, don't try to model your business identical to somebody else's. Nobody's system, nobody's area, no one's business is ever going to look like yours. I was very guilty of this. I watched a lot of Casey Rockstar Flipper's videos. And I tried to model my business after him because he's very successful. A couple downsides. I don't have a whole lot of time. So I need to be wiser with my time. So, yes, buying a necktie for 10 cents, it's going to sell for 7. That's a great return on investment. Takes 6 months to sell to make $4. Not really worth it. So don't model your business. Your circumstances are different. Your situation's different. Your area's different. There's some, watch Ronnie Hart, man. Guy's like average sales price is like $3,000. No, not like that. But he finds crazy brands where he lives. He lives up in the New England area. A lot of wealthy people. I don't find those brands as often as he does. So I can't make a whole business selling $200 suits. It's just not going to happen. So you got to know what your area is and develop your business. What you can get constant stream of inventory. Like one of my favorite things is sell are video games. Love selling video games. Everybody loves video games. They sell quickly. Problem is, in my area, probably like 80 video game hustlers. They're everywhere. I mean, I see on the local sites probably 10 different people a day begging for your old video games. Oh, I'll take them off your hands. I'll pick them up. My son is poor and needs video games. Blah, 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 blah. And so the video game market, I got to kind of stumble into stuff to be able to sell it. I find them, if I find them at yard sales, or if I just happen to be on, Facebook or OfferUp right when somebody posts something. It's about the only way I'm getting it. It's very competitive. However, the clothing reselling game seems to be a lot lower. I don't see a whole lot of clothing resellers. When I'm at my thrift stores looking stuff up, I don't see it. I think the local game in my area are video games, electronics. I see a lot of antique deals, but I don't know anything about that, so they can have at it. So you gotta know your market. You gotta know what your competition is, what you can get. If I tried to make a full-time business selling video games, unless I can find some wholesale distributions, it wouldn't happen. So you got to know your area to figure out what your business is. Don't copy somebody else's. All right, number 9, goals. Got to write down goals. You will never achieve a goal that you don't set. Yeah, that's some Tony Robbins shit right there, man. Gary Vee would be proud. But it's true. If you just want this to be a hobby, make some extra money, have fun, yard selling, searching for treasure, trying to find $1 to sell for $500, awesome. You don't really need to set goals. But for somebody who's trying to make a part-time consistent income, a second income, full-time income, 7-figure income, whatever your goals are and your dreams and ambitions are, you need to set goals. My goals. I have a listing goal. I don't really, at this current time, set goals for how much I want to sell. Because currently my goal is to build inventory. I am pushing towards fourth quarter to make a big splash in fourth quarter. But I have a work ethic goal. I want to list 250 items a month. I want to go sourcing 3 days a week at least. Because to list 250 items, you have to buy 250 items. That's what my goals are. My goals are to be at 1,000 active listings by the time fourth quarter comes. So that I am ready to kick it in and start next year off with a bang and be ready. So those are what my goals are. I don't know what your goals are. You need to figure that out. Sit down with your spouse, your family. If you're just a one-man show, talk to yourself. Figure out what you want to do. How you want to achieve it. Write them down. And come up with a plan. It's feasible. And don't make your goals like crazy that you can't reach. I can make a goal that I want to list 1,000 items this month. It's not going to happen unless I call off work a lot. And if I call off work a lot, I lose my house. Don't want to do that. So make them achievable. That's why I don't set goals on sales. Because, selling clothing, it takes that, there are so many unique clothing, you need to find out one buyer that wants it. So, I find unique stuff, they could sit 3 to 6 months. I also sell a lot of jeans and dress pants and long sleeve dress shirts. It's hot right now. It's not selling. So I don't set goals for that. I know if I consistently do the work, I will consistently get results. So that's what my goals are set at. Brings to number 10. The most important, groundbreaking piece of advice I can give. Please help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. No, just kidding, man. Have fun. This is not a 9 to 5, man, where you're sitting in a cubicle typing away at a computer. Or sitting in a hot, stinky factory, sweating your butt off, making books on a Saturday for somebody who's going to throw it in the trash when they get it. This is your business. Take ownership of it. Have fun. If you're not having fun, you don't want to do it. I've been guilty of this. I've turned it into a job at times. Go out yard selling. I'm like, I need to get 50 pieces of inventory, blah, 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 blah. And I come out with like 5. I'm miserable. Have fun. It's a treasure hunt, man. This is adult pirates. It's great. Have fun with it. Treat it like a business, so you got to be serious about it at times, but have fun. If you're not having fun, you'll never be successful. Those are the best advice I can give. Top 10 things I've learned. Which again, man, if you liked the video, found it helpful, big old thumbs up. Like to subscribe to see videos I got coming out here in the future. Click that little subscribe button on one of the corners. Don't know which one it is. But, yeah, man. Keep it up. Keep the hustle. Make the money. Some little catchy phrase to end this video. Until next time, man. Have a good one.